I could beat Andrew, but he's my friend, and for years ago when Portia offered me the seat, I didn't want to run against him. And I have stayed away. People have asked me over the years to come here. But because I knew Andrew very well.
Just tell us some of your political history.
Well, I would have joined the party a long time ago, but very active at the lower level, late 70s. And then in 2008, in 2006-7, I ran for the selection in Central Westmoreland. And I won by perhaps the greatest amount of votes in the history of the party. And I was denied, although I won. I got 406 delegates and my four opponents, three opponents, let me check back, got 401. And they were all accomplished candidates. Kerry Wallace, now Dr. Kerry Wallace. You had Dr. Watts, who was head of the electrical department at UTech. You had people like Leonard Green, the attorney, and the other one was the deputy mayor, Paul Wilson, was the deputy mayor down there. So it was a pretty serious field. I being from Kingston, nobody gave me a chance. But I won, literally said won the hearts of the people. Because president down there, and a lot of people didn't know that. I would have been the technical director at MIDA, who had placed a lot of microsector projects down there. I was also the past president of Arena Football Club. Also, former leader Patterson had asked me to deal with the Pride program and the upgrading, what we call a beautification program. We licked on all those zinc fence and things. And we would have dealt with all of the inner city of Sablamar. So I had some president down there, and I won.
Oh, how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
I don't want to make that be a campaign.
No. I'm not making that a campaign. I have a point. I'm referencing your age against your antecedents, right?
76.
You're obviously older than Andrew Holness,
Much older.
Right? So why St. Andrew West Central?
The leader asked me to retirement.
We're the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party and the Prime Minister of the country is running. Where, when you look at the political history of the constituency, you have Mulline's division, which the PNP seems to control. But then you have the other two divisions where you don't seem to be making any headway, even though the turnout in the election is concerning in the constituency.
You have your facts wrong there.
Say
I
that
have made significant headway.
No. When I say headway, I
before
mean
you mean prior.
Yes, right.
Yes, but it was an impossible. It is an impossible seat.
What? Yeah, exactly. Your words, not mine.
So I would have.
Why
I would have been summoned to a meeting with the leader. And I think at one executive meeting I had told the general secretary or somebody somewhere said I could beat Andrew, but he's my friend, and for years ago when Portia offered me the seat, I didn't want to run against him. And I have stayed away. People have asked me over the years to come here. But because I knew Andrew very well. We used to meet in Montego Bay at Pelican Grill, and we used to have lunch, and by that time he was full of ideas because I was a president of Arnett Football Club, and Seaga would have been the president of Tivoli. And when I was working on the piece between Tivoli and Arnett, where we used to play matches up Park Camp, and the field down at Railway wasn't anything like Arnett, I would have been instrumental in getting him 22 million. But the whole of the PMP were cut off beds, so we give Seaga 22 million.
So let me jump in, because, yes, let me jump in. Because it sounds to me like you didn't run against Andrew Holness when he was a young politician.
Yeah.
A new fight, maybe, even though he was, he got good tutelage from the likes of Seaga.
Well, I can stop you there.
Right.
When your party leader asks you to do something, if
you
you're
just
a
do
good
it.
comrade, you do it.
So
especially when he makes the case. And he has committed to be behind.
Yes, okay, fine. So is it that you have no aspirations to be in Gardner House? You're just a placeholder?
No, man.
Tell me.
There is unfinished work. The work of a member of parliament must be transformational. I still have much to give. As you recall, I would have been the head of the Pride program, where we did 58,000 lots of land, which again is unprecedented. Despite all the brouhaha you hear about Pride, I would have been the earlier the man behind places like Wellington, Glades, Oaklands, before Pride, and at Pride. We upon there, I pride myself on being part of that transformation, which put the working class on Beverly Hills, at Long Mountain, at Karachi, all those places, and other places around the island.
But all of that is fantastic, Mr. Buchanan, but what are you telling the voters today that will let them come out on September 3 and vote for you over the president of the leader? I'm asking you now.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
After 27 years.
I have a long run up. Okay, so yes. I'm asking you now. After 27 years, after everything you have given to the party, after all the disappointments, all the accomplishments, what are you promising to the voters in this constituency that will make them put their X beside their head over the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party?
This one is for the children. Our generation has failed. We have not prepared in the Prime Minister constituency in Jamaica for the new technologies that are coming. We are at the backwater. So I will be a transformational member of parliament. I want to put an artificial intelligence and robotics institute at No Man's Land and West Bay Farm Road there. Andrew wants to put houses. Perhaps you get some votes for that. We have to change the culture and the mien of this constituency. Children don't go to get a job and want to give this address. The stain of violence and gunmanship has taken over the whole place, a cycle of violence, a cycle of poverty. One police station out of Olympic and Bay Farm Road after 27 years, with a few houses, 7 years and a 2 there for his supporters. There's nothing else to show. Not even the China school. If you talk about the China school, you're talking about, you're reminded of the program and the vilification of Michael Manley and the irony of politics that it is the GLP that has benefited from that courageous and principled step that he made in 1972. So I see myself as transformational. I will establish robotics at this school here, why I brought you here. It is not intended to be just reopened after 15 years that we scrape along with Ruth Stoner Horton, who is the Reverend Ruth Stoner Horton. She is the candidate in the Olympic division that will be running also. And one of the solid partnerships of my lifetime we put our resources together and fix the school. She's a wonderful soul, a very caring person. So this will be a basic school and robotics center after school to lift the technical level. We have brilliant students here. I put up restarted a program that I had in West Rural, St. Andrew, Vision 2050, where we assemble the brightest and the best. And they will give back. We give them scholarships. I've been able to find about 800 and 1,000, close to what Andrew could do, but he didn't. So one boy have 11 ones. He's doing medicine. So transformation in the sense that we will change the culture, the psyche, and the social journey of this constituency once and for all. That it will not be known for the violence, the stay in the non-conforming behavior. You have streets that have become a line of garages. People who work hard, they play by the rules. They want to see them property go up, and over the years, that is gone. There's nothing to left for the child. You come out the gate as a garage. If you drive through the upper parts where the civil servants live, you will see what is happening. The Prime Minister, just every year. 5 years, been here for 27 years. One police station. And so we want to change all of that. We want to literate. None of the schools here is prepared for the technology of the future. In 3 years, you can buy a robot off a shelf. Where are our children? Where are our children in all of that? We have failed, let us prepare them. We prepare the children of West Central St. Andrew to take on the coming technologies. See what? No equipment for robotics. Penwood, high school, none. DuPont, primary, none. Mona Prep, Peter and Paul, Immaculate, Campion, 2 different worlds. They are prepared, they are going forward like the children in China. What is happening to the children here? Politicians concentrate too much on winning and losing, and you cultivate votes. That is good. And I do a little of that. I do a lot of that, to be honest. I have to find the strategies to win. I'm not fool. But we must also have a vision of where we want to go. And I have a vision of changing this place by changing the schools. That's the first thing. Preparing them for the future. No equipment is here. You can do your interview at any one of the schools. The high school at Penwood, the parents are literally sending them children to school. They don't even know what is happening. You get some liberal arts and other good results. Technology future will eluded us. It is eluding Jamaica if we don't move fast. And thank God you have a campaign, some of the people will get through. So that is what I want to do, to lift the technology level here, to make the place not just safer, but kinder and gentler. None of my colleagues come here though. I can't tell them to come for a walk with me. Nobody wants to see about toy and gunmen, and that is all. We want to change the complexion of the place and to make it a place where education, the primacy of education is on the front burner. Nothing else important. That is Garvey-esque. That is where it should be at. Many MPs, they last long for 5, 6 terms. But when you look, what is it they have accomplished? I am proud of what I did in West Central. We built a new town in Rockall. From a little outpost, when you're coming from Ocean, you drive through there. It takes 5 years to go down to Red Hills. We build the highway up to join Natley out there. From Red Hills Police Station, go up there. Pass through Rockall, fix the road, go into Parks Road. And the rest is history. We have 5 plazas up there now. I fixed the school up there, put a good chairman. We did a lot of things. And I'm proud of my work there.
As you should. But my final question to you, Mr. Buchanan, all the transformation that you, and the vision that you have for the constituency, 90% of them you can only do from the inside.
To victory?
Yes.
All right,
can
so
you defeat
come back to your
Holness?
question.
Yes.
We'll just go to numbers.
Yes.
I'm going to hear broad numbers because I'm not going to reveal some of my strategy.
Okay.
For years, we have underperformed. Mullines division is the biggest division, one of the biggest divisions in the country. It has approximately 3,000 more votes than the Olympic division, which is Mr. Holness' stronghold. Civ right, and there is some poignancy there. Civ right would have been a PMP bastion in the past. It is named after one of our founding fathers, William Civ Right. And somewhere along the line, after a long line of solid, and I have to choose my words carefully because I don't want to offend anybody. Let's say the quality of leadership has gone down. Patrick Roberts would have tried, but with little help. Because as I said, I'm suffering from some of that. Nobody comes here. But you remember the great days of people like A.J. Nicholson, David Gore, that caliber went. And we have lost 5 times. 6 times if you put in Dr. Warren Blake, where Holness won on recount and all that sort of thing. So there has been a dispiriting effect on the comrades. They don't believe you can win. They don't believe over the years. And as it went on, Patrick suffered from that. You lose 1 time, you lose. The PMP is at fault. They allowed him to run 5 times. And he wasn't getting any help. So you don't win. So comrades believe that we can't win, so they don't turn out. Nobody looked at the numbers. You have 8,000 votes down in Civ Right. And Holness has used the power of the purse, and he has taken over Civ Right. And he has Olympic. So what I had to do, put all of them on the table. We have an upper game in Mullines. Okay? Mullines alone can win the seat.
Mullines alone can win the seat.
Of course. The highest vote Andrew Holness has got is 8,500. You have 13,500 votes.
So you're going to bring out the people who not voting?
We are bringing out all of them. All of them. And the polls will show it. Any honest poll. That's them about some JLP internal poll who watch me and him neck and neck. Him at 50.1 and me at 49.9. Maybe they didn't want to tell him that.
But that's But even that number is impressive.
Yes, so, all right. But you would have seen it. Yes. But, so, it will be a rending down here. We are going to fight with everything we have. We have brought Lift Up Back Civ Right. We have given them hope. With our plans for the future, with our plans for the children. And we have an excellent councillor candidate in this division